his doubles team of Goyaka and Arlt, not a team, but two doubles guys from Germany watching. And this was the youngest and most unheralded of the Russians to qualify for this World Championship team, Olesya Mikhaylenko. I don't know much about her, Tucker, but if she kept Baturina off of the team, she had to be doing something right. They must have had high hopes for her here.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about. Ooh, that's a big skid off the start curve. But watching her runs is that's a rough entrance there too. Watching her runs here has been, minus this run so far, has been pretty nice. I mean, she's been putting down flawless runs in those sprint races. And there's a wall. That's gonna be a touch. So yeah, the pressure might be getting to her of these World Championships on this run.
It makes you wonder what Ekaterina Baturina may be thinking, because she was basically kept off of the team. She's traveled to the World Cup events and raced as a non-competing Nations Cup participant.
And she's over.
And Mikhaylenko's over.
Just a little too early to curve 14 there. That's a shame.
Maintaining contact, in fact, right back on the sled. Did a nice job to get back on the sled, and with enough track, I believe, Tucker.
Yeah, she'll get to the finish line pretty easily, but making that second run is going to be
in a normal World
Cup.
Yeah, normal World Cup week, she would have had her second run. But since they're cutting the field down and she is in last place, she's not going to.
Yeah, unless we see a lot more crashes.
Right.
That's a shame. She's a young athlete. That's got to hurt her. So yeah, she just seemed to be a little bit on edge. She was too high at the end of curve 5 there. She tapped that right wall, which she just never quite got back under control. You can see she actually kissed the top of the track there, which we call hitting the woods. And right here is where she goes over. She caught a little bit of a skid in that straightaway and hit 14 just a little bit too early. In a lot of these curves, there's just a little bit of a bump on all the entrances that can kind of knock you up onto a runner. And if you take too much direction to that little bump, it'll actually tip you off your sled. It's quite easy to crash on this track.
And in an interesting juxtaposition, first and second right now are both Russians.